Hey everyone! I have a fun video for you today. I'll be going over a topic I have been asked about a lot recently, and that is, how do you find your style? I'll kind of do a freestyle rant about it, but before I begin, I'll briefly talk about the Sailor Mars drawing. In March, I attended Planet Comic Con and had the luxury of meeting the marvelous Chameleon Paint from Instagram at the show. Jessica is incredibly cute, and I had a blast grabbing dinner with her and her hubby before I left the show. In passing, she asked how much my commission rates are and hinted she would love a Sailor Mars. After the show was over and I was back in Nashville, her husband Adam contacted me to do a secret commission of Sailor Mars for her birthday. Happy birthday, Jessica! I'm incredibly honored to be a part of the surprise. It was so sweet of Adam to do this. I don't know that many guys that would get a custom commission of a Sailor Scout for their sweetheart. The brave soul even went to great lengths to finding out which costume style was preferred. Good choice on the Superstar Power. I was secretly hoping that you would choose that one. Thank you. Alrighty, here is a little summary of my process work. As always, I do thumbnails with color studies. I was on the fence about whether I wanted to make her hair black, like in the anime, or more of a purple like in the manga. I'm really inspired by the color illustrations in the old Sailor Moon comics. I love how they feel so light yet colorful. Also, my style tends to be more vibrant, so I ended up choosing a bright purple. After the studies, I laid down my flat colors. Thank you so much everyone for your feedback in the previous videos. Many of you wanted to see more close-up shots. I really hope you like the ones in this video. I'll continue with simple shading after everything is blocked in. Once I'm all done with Copics, I will spend a lot of time rendering with colored pencils. It's a slow and tedious process, but the buildup of color layers is so well worth it. I finished the illustration with my favorite brush pen and white gel pen to push my darkest darks and highlights. If you have any questions on anything I do throughout the video, feel free to ask in the comments below. Now for the good stuff. My response to the question you have all been waiting for. How to find your style. First, I'm gonna say this is my opinion, and that my way is not the only way. And what I'm about to explain is based off my experience as an artist the past few years, and I really hope it's helpful for you. So, I'm gonna dive right in and say, stop focusing on finding your style, but instead focus on perfecting your skills. A style is something that comes naturally over time. Don't force it to happen. You might not see it right away, and that's totally okay. I encountered so many people who asked how can they develop a unique style and complain that they don't have one. First off, what is wrong with not having a style? You don't need a style to validate your art, and I feel people believe having a style is what makes you a good artist. But having a style doesn't automatically make your art good. So, you might already have a style and choose not to acknowledge your style, which is okay. I totally chose not to acknowledge my style when I first had it. But you might not acknowledge it because you simply don't like it. And that's okay. You're a growing artist. We tend to not like what we do most of the time. So anyhoozles, the style you may already have is not what you want or how you want other people to perceive it. So if that is the case, I will emphasize again, focus on developing your skills. Now that you know you shouldn't be actively hunting to create your style, again, don't hunt, let it come naturally. Let's talk about ways that you can improve your skills and that will impact your unique flavor in the end. First of all, master your medium. Learn how to handle your preferred medium, all the ins and outs, may it be watercolors, acrylics, color pencils, etc. Do all sorts of fun color charts on all the surfaces that you use, and observe how the colors react with one another, and take note of it. I wish I took a lot of notes when I was in college about how colors interact because I always forgot. So please, do take notes. Also, test your medium in all sorts of strange situations. Be fearless in your adventure. Like, honestly, grab anything you have around you and just use it all together in different, how would you say, different orders, like different layering techniques, you might actually surprise yourself and find a new style that is right for you. At the end of the day, the goal is to understand the medium functions so you can make it work effortlessly for you. Alrighty, so let's move along. Next, practice drawing from life. Set up a simple still life in your room and study it from multiple angles. And also include different lighting positions, and one of my favorites is using different colored lights. They sell these at like Home Depot. You can get them like blue, red, green, even like overlap the colors. It's really cool what comes out of it, especially the shadows. Any hoozles. Also, attend figure classes. Go do a Google search for local classes. You might be surprised that there might be one nearby. If not, that's a-okay. The internet will be your best friend. Check out Pixel Lovely. The website will give you multiple poses and photos. It's not the best replacement, but it's something. And you can like vary the time from like 30 seconds to 15 minutes. I prefer to do cafe doodles. It's really fun to just, bookstore, Barnes & Noble, anything, cafe, and just observe. Try to challenge yourself to catch people's movements, and I like how once they get up and they're gone, tough luck, move on to the next drawing. You might be in the situation where you're struggling to sit down and draw every day. That's okay. We'll all get in those little art funks. I suggest starting for a little bit at a time, say 5 minutes, and build your way up. Just grab a pen and draw something. It doesn't have to be good, just make it a habit, to the point it feels so strange not to draw every day. On to the next tip. Master studies are a fantastic way to learn. Take the time to understand someone else's process. Why do they do the things they do, and what they are trying to achieve with their work, and also check out who are their heroes. I'm totally gonna be honest, I really do struggle with master studies, but holy moo-moos, I'm really happy when I stick with it till the end. It requires a lot of attention and discipline, but you just learn so much. If you are going to do a study of someone else's work, please ask for permission first, and give credit. Be straight up with the fact you are copying someone's art rather than saying you were inspired. As you already know, there is an endless amount of resources on the interwebs. Take advantage of it. I'll share a few of my favorites because I can totally understand how overwhelming it is to decide where to start. One of my favorite online resources is Skillshare. They offer a wide variety of online courses ranging from hand lettering to managing businesses. I'll leave a link below for you to receive your first month free. Nudge, nudge, I also get a free month too when you sign up, so thank you in advance. I really do enjoy taking these. It's a nice break from, doing constant drawing every day. And I believe that taking up other side projects and other creative hobbies do further improve your personal work. Another resource I super recommend checking out are the wonderful books by Andrew Loomis. Like one of my favorites, Creative Illustration. The best part, there are free PDFs available. I'll leave a link of that below too. It's really important to take the time and invest in your education. Please don't skip out or excuse yourself from doing amazing things, especially when a lot of these things are already at your fingertips and they're free. My last tip on how to find your style is to embrace the things you enjoy. Those are your inspirations. Run wild with them, draw them over and over, but be really honest with yourself in what you truly like. I can't stress this enough. Don't try to be someone else and do the things they do because they are successful. They are successful because they are being true to themselves, embracing what they really like. You might find your interests and passions to be embarrassing. It's okay. I thought my interests and passions were super embarrassing, and I'm really glad that I took the step and embraced them. But yes, there is absolutely nothing wrong with being true to yourself. So now you may be wondering, hey Tori, I want to know what inspires you and how your style came to be. Well, that's a big question I'll have to answer another time, but I will give you a little bit about my personal experience with style so I don't leave you completely hanging. When I was in art school, a few of my classmates would tell me that they could spot my art instantly, saying they could recognize my style. I would always give them a strange look, saying like, yeah right, I don't believe you. It's because I certainly didn't see it in my work. It wasn't until I left school that I started to see my personal style. My style is constantly growing, which is super exciting. Not long ago, I had 2 different styles that slowly merged into one. You might remember my Sweet and Salty books. They were a set of handmade sketchbooks. I know, all the food-related titles. These were the sketchbooks that came before my current art book, Juicy Ink. Unfortunately, I do not have these books anymore, but I will have a PDF available soon. It's interesting to see how the art developed over time. I'll shout out on social media once these are available. I really think my style started to take shape once I started to actually embrace what I liked. Like I mentioned earlier, I always felt embarrassed about the things I liked, and you know what? Who really cares? Once I started to actually, to do the things I like, it's surprising how many people actually enjoyed it. So that was super encouraging. Thank you guys so much for all your support in that sense. Yes. Anywhoozles. I really hope I provided you some useful information and that you enjoyed this video. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is that finding a style shouldn't be the end goal, but a byproduct of hard work. So what are you waiting for? Get out there, draw endlessly. Style will come eventually, and it will be a pleasant surprise. Give this video a thumbs up if you want more videos like this. Check me out on Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, whichever platform floats your boat. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.